Joseph Fuller, Minilabs 3, question number 2. We're creating a server, uploading a photo to the server, blurring the photo, and then posting them side by side. We start with importing our libraries, and then we create this set of allowed extensions, different photo types, create our app using our Flask method, configure the upload folder to be called uploads. When we come down here, this is a function we're going to call later, but it's going to check if there's a period in file name at all. Okay, well, then there might be a file type. Then we're going to reverse split them along the periods one time. So the very first one coming from the right, and then the second component of the two values. So you split it, and then you're going to have the second value. Dot lower and allowed extensions. Is it a file type? Okay. Then we're going to, when we first get into our server, we're going to display our template, which is going to be housed in our template HTML. It's just our user interface. Come down here in the user interface, there's two buttons. One button is browse, they upload a photo, and then they have to press upload. Once they press upload, it sends a request. It says post, and I'll show it here in a second, right? Method post. Then it checks, was there a file being requested? No. Refresh. Did they just press upload without a file being uploaded? If they refresh, check. Next, we're going to create a variable called file and then get the file name from whatever they uploaded. If it was nothing, then we're going to refresh the page again. However, if there was a name and if it's an allowed file, remember up here, if it had a file type and if there was a file type allowed. Well, now we're going to jump into here, file name. We're going to create a secure file name and then remove the file type extension. So here I reverse split it again, took off the very last period and then retained the first chunk. Our upload path is going to be in this upload folder with original or with the file name and then the original, just to label it, because I'm going to upload the blurred and the combined. Then we're going to save it. Once it's saved to the file location, then we're going to read it from that location. We're going to use our K size from question 1 to blur it 21 horizontally and then 21 vertically. Find the average of all those values, combine them. Blur the image using the image, using our blur matrix. Blur path, so the path is going to be also in the upload folder, file name plus blur. Write it to that path. The combine image is going to use NumPy to essentially append the blurred image to the end of regular image. They'll just show up side by side. Then it resizes them to be 1/3 the width and then 1/3 the height. Thought it was more user-friendly. It kept taking up my whole screen. It was just cumbersome. Write it, well, find the path, same thing, write it, and then we're going to render the page again. So essentially refresh the page using file name underscore combined. Now that's going to be called in our HTML up here. I'm going to keep finishing this though. Anytime there's a GET request, it's going to send from the directory, from that folder, the file name that was requested. And then down here, it's just a little started off, just to get it rolling. Over in our template though, I don't have much style experience. It's kind of funny to say. I did ask ChatGPT to make it look nice, but that wasn't what we were doing here. We came down here, we have a button, well, two buttons. This first button is the file button, so that's the browse file, choose a file button. The second button is submit, and it has the value of upload. And so it's gonna hyphen upload. Well, no. It's gonna hyphen upload here, method post, and then it's gonna go here. But the value of upload, that's for other reasons. And then, let's see, I'm just going to run it. Run without debug. So now it's running. All right, it's ready. Got my code. Oh, I'm going to delete these. Oh, what am I doing here? Exit out of this. No. Delete these three. All right, we're going to refresh those. So now we're going to go into here. All right, we just got our web page. We're going to browse. First button. Choose our photo. Upload. And so you can see that the first photo is clear, the second photo is blurry. We're going to go back to our code now. And so when I first landed to the page, we got this first GET request and then the template. And then when I clicked upload, it sent the post request to the upload folder and then requested the page. And now we are going to get the photo that we just uploaded. I believe that's everything.